Alright everybody, I know it looks like we're walking back into the corner of my yard, but we're actually getting ready to go fishing. I did a little exploring around yesterday, and I did some micro fishing in the little stream across the street from the house. I hit 3 or 4 different spots, and I had a blast. I caught all kinds of stuff. I even caught a decent size largemouth bass. So today we're going to walk up the street. There's one spot up there I want to try. And that's pretty much going to be it for today. I don't have a whole lot of time. You can probably tell the sun's low in the sky over there. So we've got maybe half an hour, 40 minutes to fish. And I think that'll be more than enough time to hit the little tiny fishing hole that we're going to go hit. And then if I wind up fishing that little spot out, which is entirely likely, we can walk a little further up the street and we can go back to the spot I was at yesterday, where I've got the chance of maybe catching that largemouth again. So this is the little stream we're talking about right here. And when we get to this neighbor across the street, this person here owns all of this. They've got about 11 or 12 acres. And then this neighbor over here, they actually let me put out my crayfish trap, and they let me catch crayfish in the stream and stuff. So when I've got more time, we are actually going to go walk over into their section of the stream, and then I can actually walk up the stream, and we'll be able to fish some of those little hidden holes back there. And of course we got all this, I think this is kudzu, this mile-a-minute weed. You can just see how it just eats everything. Look at it. It's just devouring all of this stuff. All the way down here, look, you can still see it. So this is the property of the neighbor I'm talking about. And when we get right here, you can see in their driveway they've got a roads out sign, and that is because the flooding we've had recently has done some damage to the little bridge that crosses the stream right there. So I'm dying to get down there and see what's going on. And then of course the stream continues up through here, and that's where I want to walk. I've never been back there before. I don't know what the stream's like. There might be some nice deep holes back there. I'm not really sure. Oh, it's so gross and buggy out here. It's almost 6:30 in the evening, and yet it is still 92 degrees, and I don't even know what the humidity is. It's got to be above 70%. It just feels thick and sticky out. So we can see right in here, not a lot going on with the stream. It's really narrow and really shallow. And we are going right up around the bend where you can see the sunshine in there. So right up here at the top of the street is where we were yesterday. About another, I don't know if you want to measure in blocks out here, but I'd call it about a block. Maybe a block and a half up there, using city blocks as a reference, of course. So we've just got to go right over here, but it's a really tall guardrail, so I got to kind of jump over it. There we go. Well, I saw them darting out after it, but I didn't actually snag any of them. Oh, good grief. There's so many of them in there, and they're all darting out, but they're not biting it. There we go. Little creek chub. That's what I suspected. There's going to be a lot of these in here. So there's my first little fish. And there's my second. Come on. That one feels a little bit, yeah, that's just another creek chub. Thought for a moment that might be a little largemouth. There's another one. I'd love to be able to cast down in here, but I'd have to get down there to do it, and I just don't know how easy that's going to be. I got too much stuff in my way to really cast any kind of distance down there. So I'm just landing on these big rocky formations. Well, they're not actually rocky formations, they're the remains of when the, let me see if I can snag one of these. That's busted off pieces of foundation. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that's the foundation of what used to be the bridge. Presumably this right here crossed right there at one point. And so all that big stuff in the water right there is chunks of that have fallen over time. And I can't really cast past that to get down into that deep hole on the other side. I'm going right in the middle of it. Oh, I did pull one up out from behind it though. That's a little sunfish. That's my first sunfish out of this hole. Another one of those green sunfish. These are so small, even that small you can lip them. So I definitely need to get down onto that sandbank down there. Oh, that's a nice one too. Another creek chub. This one must get boring after a while. I generally find that for these, you just drop it in, and before it hits the bottom, if you give it a little yank, you're probably going to be setting the hook already, because something's going to have it in its mouth. They dart out as soon as they see it hit the water. Although now I'm not seeing so much activity around it, so I might finally be starting to put a little pressure on them in there. Alright, we might finally have put too much pressure on this little spot. Try another cast or two. I'm dying to get down there though. I wonder if I could go down right here. That looks really tough to get through though, so I'm going to say that's a no. Alright, I'm not even seeing any activity, so we must have put too much pressure on this hole this quickly, so we're going to move on and head up the street, but I'm going to walk back first. Once I get over this, I'm going to go back around this way and see if we can't get down there some sort of easy way. There used to be a path that went straight down there and you could just stand there and fish. And I never did because I thought it was silly to fish in such a small stream. In retrospect, I kind of wish I'd have come back here more and maintained it a little bit. So let's see, where do we want to get to? Down there would be better. Or maybe not. It doesn't look like there'll be a whole lot going on out there now that I'm down here near it. Once I jump down there, how easy is it going to be to get back up is the question. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Oh, there's a lot of bugs down here. Oh, that was quick. So caught, surprise, another creek chub. Alright, let's try going a little closer to the shore this time. Alright, there's another little one. Let's go for a long cast up into the deeper water. Got another little nibble there. Alright, I got enough of a nibble that it actually pulled the grub half off of my little hook there, so that's a good sign. Now this is sticker bush. That all looks like sticker bush. This does not look promising. Alright, we're going to go back out the same way we came in, I hope. Alright, first thing we need to do is get my line secure here. It's one less thing to worry about. Alright, other than that sticker bush I shoved into my back, that wasn't too bad. Alright. You never know till you try. So now we're going to walk up to the top of the street. We're going to see what we can do up there. Now I also bought a Joe's Flies short striker spinner. I'm really tempted to see what that would do up here. So maybe I'll tie that on when we walk up here and we'll try this spinner. Although I feel like that little grub on there is tried and true. We should probably stick with that. I don't know, let's mix it up. Alright, so this is it. Let's see what this little spinner can do. Boy, the little chubs came right up off the bottom to go after it. I want to see that big old bass hit it again. I'm thinking I might have wanted to stick with my little grub that I had. I'm getting some interest. I'm not getting the immediate strikes like I was getting before. And this is so lightweight. As soon as you start retrieving it, it just comes right to the surface. If I let it sink maybe and try working it like a jerkbait a little bit. There we go, something took it. A little sunfish. Got a nice little sunfish, fat bellies on these things. Alright, so he even got the little trailer hook. Oh, and I didn't bring my pliers, so hopefully I can get this out of him. There we go, that was actually pretty easy. So, alright, now that I remembered I forgot my pliers, we are not going to be messing with this. I'm going to go back to my little grub that we had a moment ago. That's a pretty little bluegill there. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that beautiful purple in there and that pink belly. So even going to the same spot 2 days in a row. There we go. Oh, another one fell off on the rocks. Darn it. That's the same spot that other one fell in yesterday. The problem with sunfish is they'll spike you. The little chubs are all smooth. They don't have any spines on them. They can get you. The sunfish, boy, they flip the wrong way and it hurts. They'll draw blood without hesitation. I don't know if me standing right on top of the water like this is such a good idea. Ooh, I just saw a big old fish roll over on the bottom down there. I bet if I came out here, there we go. That's a nice one too. Oh, that's pan size there. That is a fat, gorgeous green sunfish. Look at the white and yellow. Ah, beautiful little fish. I can't believe how fat they are in this little hole here. That's a little bass. You can tell by the way he jumped up out of the water. Oh no, it's not. It's a creek chub. Another little creek chub. Another green sunfish. Oh, that was a nice one. That was definitely a sunfish. I saw it flash while I was under there. All right, everybody. That is another gorgeous green sunfish. So I've just been nailing them like this, left and right here. And I would imagine I'm going to continue doing so for the next few minutes until it starts getting a little darker. It's hard to see. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good here and say thanks for watching. Unless I catch something really spectacular, I'm going to call this the end of the video. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Let's see if we can end the video on one final fish. There we go. And we got another one of these green sunfish. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.